Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Isabel Omahi. Guys, happy new year. Yes, this is my first official tutorial for the year, so I have to say happy new year. I wish you all the best. So today I created this gorgeous cut crease look, and this look was done for my birthday photo shoot. Guys, this look was so gorgeous, and if you would love to see how I created this look, please do keep watching this video. Mwah. Hey guys, so if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do not leave this channel without subscribing, and just give this video a huge thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Thank you guys so much. So let's get into this look, guys. I am starting off by priming my face with this Becca primer. This is a mattifying primer, and I'm just applying this to my T-zones and every part of my face that I feel like will be oily. I want this look to last for a while because this kind of will be a long shoot. I will be doing 2 outfits and I'll be changing my hair, so I do not want this look to get oily at any point. I want it to look matte. I want it to look fresh throughout the shoot, so it's quite important for me to use a mattifying primer. I'll be going over for foundation with this Dose of Color foundation. This is in medium 1 to 7, and this is a golden or a warm undertone foundation, and I bought it specifically because I know my undertone is quite warm, and this applied actually very beautifully. And you guys, I absolutely love this Dose of Color foundation. This is the first time trying it. I got it and I just want to test it out before I get other colors or other shades, and to be honest, I'm so impressed with the coverage. It's actually medium to full coverage. If you want it to be to have more coverage, you just apply more, and it sits so beautifully, and it lasted all through. I did not have to even do any touch up. It sat beautifully and it wore beautifully. I absolutely love this foundation. Before I did my primer, I had already prepped my skin though, so I did my moisturizer and I also used sunscreen because this is a day look, so I needed sunscreen to be on my face. So yes, now I'm just going over and I'm blending the foundation all over my face and making sure this sits properly. So like I said, guys, this is for my birthday shoot. My birthday shoots are always so important to me. Yes, they are. So I just always want to do something glamorous once a year because you guys, it's not every day I get to snap pictures and look like a supermodel. Yeah, if I say so myself, I always look so fierce and so fine and fly always on my shoot, if I say so myself. So guys, right now I am doing my concealer, and I used the Bond This Way concealer in Golden Beach and the Kevin Coin concealer in XS12, and I mixed those 2 shades together, and I'm just applying it to the high point of my face, under my eyes, the middle of my nose, my jaw, the sides of my mouth, and my forehead. And I will leave it to sit for a bit and, you know, kind of get tacky a bit, and so it gives me a lot more coverage. If you don't want more coverage, you can skip this step, but I kind of want a lot more coverage, and I also want to use minimal product. Yes, if you use minimal products, yes, just allow it sit a bit, except you want to apply lots and lots of concealer to, you know, get the kind of coverage you want. But it's always better use a little product and then let it sit, and then to give you the perfect coverage you want. So after doing that, I went over with my black opal stick foundation and carob, and I also used the NYX Cappuccino foundation to do my contouring or bronzing on my cheekbone, my jawline, and also the sides of my nose. And right now I'm going over with that 2 shades in Eye Magic color. It's kind of like a pink shade and also a little bit of a peach shade, and I'm just applying it on my cheekbone and a little bit on my forehead and the tip of my nose. And this is serving as my liquid blush, and I'm just going to blend it with my beauty blender. This beauty blender is from Glam. Yeah. So after letting it sit for a bit and doing other steps, I'm now going to blend my concealer, and I'm just blending from the outer corners before I go into the inner corner. I like to blend my under eye lastly, so I always go over and blend every other part of my face first of all before going over and blending under my eyes, so therefore it's giving it more time to get more coverage and sit perfectly. And you guys can see it blending so beautifully, sitting properly. You know, it's giving me the kind of coverage I want. I do not want too much coverage, but that's why I used minimal products, but I also want, you know, a little bit of coverage. So right now, just blending it all over my face. I also blended it to my eye lid, so that will just give a beautiful base for when I'm going over with my eyeshadow. So yes, that's a good tip. Always take whatever is left from blending your under eye to your eyelid. And now I'm just applying just the Too Faced Bondage Way concealer a little bit under my eyes, just to give my under eye a little bit of brightness. Because first of all, I mixed the both of them, the two shades, to give me a shade that is closer to my shade. This Bondage Way is a lot more lighter than my shade. Is kind of 2 or 3 steps lighter than me, so it's just going to give me a little bit of a bright under eye, just a little. And now I am spraying my face with the Kiss Beauty setting spray and then using that little hand fan to dry it out. Right now I am applying my Tilbury airbrushed powder. This is in shade 2, medium 2, and I'm just going to be using it to set my concealer and under my eye. Every part I apply the concealer under my eye, my forehead, I'm going to be setting with this particular powder. So to set this, I will just be pressing the powder with a powder puff all over the parts where I applied concealer. I'm just pressing, and after doing that, I'm going with this Milani shading medium 108. This is my actual shade of powder, and I'm applying it all over my face apart from the part I highlighted. And right now I'm using that contour shade in my Morphe trailblazer bronzing palette or face palette, and I'm just using it to give myself a contour. I kind of went with a strong line because I wanted to get that supermodel contour, so that's why I kind of gave the line kind of like a strong contour line. Normally I don't care to give like a strong contour line, I just go ahead and do my bronzer. I used the MAC Mineralized Dark Deep for bronzer, and I just applied it as a bronzer all over, and then I used the blush in that same Morphe palette and I used it all over my cheekbone as my blush. Doing my brows, I'll be using the brow gel or the hair wax. This is just a normal hair wax, any hair wax works, and I'm just going to be using it to brush my brows and set it. And I'm going to be using my fingertip just to press it and make sure it's sitting properly. I'm going over with my Beautylinebydidi pencil. I'm going to be using this to draw my brows. And first of all, I always start at the tail of my brows because I have very little brow hair there, while I have so much hairs on the other part of my brows, but the tail is just very sparse, so I always go over the tail first, and then I'm going to be drawing underneath and the top of my brows and just kind of drawing the shape I want. I would not be filling the middle part of my brows because it's really dark, so there's no need to fill it up. I just fill the tail, and then the beginning part of my brows I just, you know, just brush it a bit, and that's that. Going over with the concealer, I use the e.l.f. concealer in Deep Olive and the Too Faced concealer in Golden Beige. I use the lighter one for the brow bone, and I use the darker one for the top of my brow and the beginning of my brows. And after doing that, I'll just be blending them with a stiffer brush. I'll be blending the concealer with a stiffer brush. For setting, I am using the Sacha buttercup powder, and I'll be using that to set all over my brows. I would be using the Mercer translucent setting powder with a little bit of Sacha buttercup mixed, and I'll be using this to bake my face. This will help me set my face properly and also catch the excess fallout when I am applying eyeshadow. And right now I'm going over to the eyes. I'm using this Beautylinebydidi lip pencil. Yes, this was the most pigmented brown pencil I had, so I had to use this. So I'm kind of drawing an outline first for my crease, and after that I'll be using that brown in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, and I'll be using that to kind of blend that brown eyeliner properly and form an outline for where I want my crease or my crease to be cut. I'm using this shade from that same palette. It's kind of like a nude shade, and I'm just going to be using it to blend out a little bit of that brown so it's not so harsh. Yes, I did not want the brown to be looking so harsh or so deep, so I just blended it out with that shade and it looked as good as I wanted. I used the Marlboro black pencil to outline that same line I did with the brown because I wanted it to be a lot more deeper, not just brown. I wanted it to be darker. Yes, I went in with the Marlboro pens, and then I went in with that black shade in the palette, and I used that to also smoke it out a little bit, so it's kind of giving a better well blended dark outline on the crease. And right now I am using this brush and my base, which is the benign clam white eyeshadow base, and this is what I'll be using as my eyeshadow base and to cut the crease properly and define it properly. So that's exactly what I'm doing, taking my time to make sure I cut the crease as neatly as I can. And after that I'll be going in with this first shade. It's kind of like a whitish shade in that palette, and I'll be applying this all over as my eyelid color. I wanted my eyelid to kind of be kind of milkish whitish, but I did not want it to be white, so this was giving me so white and that was not what I was going for. So I used that shade in my Hudabeauty palette, which is kind of like a lilac matte shade, and I applied it on top of it, so it balanced out the whiteness of that first shade I used from that Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. So it balanced it out a bit and was kind of giving me like a creamish lilac-y shade. I was like, okay, you know what, this works. I rather have this than just plain white or lilac, so I didn't want any of those feelings. So this looked as good as I wanted it to, and I was happy with it. I went over and I used a little bit of pigment from the Luztaz cosmetic pigment, and this is radiance. It's kind of like a whitish pigment, and I just applied it in the middle of my eyes, so to just give that extra little bit of pop, because I wanted my eyes to be like, you know, bling bling, a little shine, a little bling bling, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I went over and I lined my eyes using the Inglot black gel liner in 77, and I just took my time. I was very careful. You all know how I am about lining my eyes. I was very careful, and I was just precisely lining my eyes. And this disposable eyeliner wand was really helpful. It helped my hand to be very straight. If you don't have a straight hand, just get this disposable eyeliner, especially for using your gel liner. It does an amazing job in helping you line properly. So I took my time line from my under eye. I used the Marlboro black eye pencil and I lined under my eyes, and after lining I just went over with a little bit of black and I just smoked under my eyes a little bit. You guys, how gorgeous is this eyes looking already? I have never tried cut crease in my life. This is the first time I am trying cut crease, and I am doing it on camera. So each time I'm trying it out, and to be honest, in my own opinion, it looks so good. It looks so good. So guys, I used this glue. This is kind of like this is a lace glue, but it's a glue, it's a whitish glue, so it works as well. And I just applied it on the point I wanted this rhinestones to be on, and I just placed the rhinestones. These rhinestones are from Amazon, and I absolutely love them. They are gorgeous. And after placing my rhinestones, my eyes look beautiful. I did my lashes. This is the Beautified in Wynk lashes, and you guys, my eyes are already popping. I love this look. Going over for my lips, I use the Beautylinebydidi lip pencil. It's a brown lip pencil and I used it all over my lip to outline my lip. I use this gorgeous shade from Dose of Color lip stain. This is oh, I've forgotten this lip color, but I'm going to link it down below. I'm going to link the name down below, so just check the description box down below for the name of this shade. And then I just blended it out, blended it on my lip, blended the two shades together so it looks beautiful. And I'm dusting off all my excess baked powder, all the powder on my face, dusting it off with the airbrushed powder, which is from Tilbury airbrush powder. I used it to dust off all my under eye, and for the rest of my face I used my Milani pressed powder. Right now I'm going over with this blush, and this blush is from Beauty Secret and it's the pink blush, and the name is my favorite, and it's just a beautiful perfect pink, and I used it all over. Right now I'm going over with my MAC brow tint and I'm using it all over my brows. I wanted my brows to be brown, really brown, because I wanted it to match my hair color. I did not want it to be as dark because my natural brow color is black, really black, but it was not matching the hair. So I was like, this ain't working for me, let's tint this. And right now, after that, doing that, I went over and used my Morphe setting spray. I sprayed it all over my face, and this is the finished look. You guys tell me what you think about this look. Do you love this look? Do you think it's as gorgeous as I think it is? Because I absolutely do think it is gorgeous. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, drop your comment down below and give this video a huge thumbs up. Until my next video, bye bye.